Hi Taurus, welcome to your December 2019 General Tarot and Oracle Forecast. This is for Taurus Sun, Taurus Moon, and Taurus Rising signs, and this is for the month of December 2019. These are general messages for your sign. What does Taurus need to know for December 2019? Messages for Taurus, December 2019. What does Taurus need to know for December 2019? Messages for Taurus, December 2019. Messages for Taurus. Messages for Taurus, December 2019. All right, folks, so we're going to do a 4-card spread today. As I always do, I will be using the bottom of the deck card for general energy for the month. Look at that, starting off really nice and strong with the Magician. This is in your recent past. Lots of really interesting energy here. Wow. 3 major arcana out of a 4-card spread, Taurus. Big things are happening. We have bottom of the deck here. As you can see, the 10 of Cups. Let's get this on its own here. 10 of Cups, bottom of the deck energy. So December sees a lot of, generally speaking, and, the undercurrent for you is at least, a really overwhelmingly happy heart, a happy home. This is emotional well-being and fulfillment. So generally speaking, any issues that you may encounter here with a major decision, feeling like you have everything you need here, but also some shadow work or something behind the scenes. There could even be a mask involved within a relationship or a love affair here. Very interesting to see this. All of these cards here together, these two like this, these two like this up and down, cross-sectional, just extremely potent energy here for you. Ultimately, what I'm going to suggest here is around a happy heart and home, there is going to be a major, and I mean major life decision here for you. Let's get into why I'm saying this. So as I said, this is what's leaving or your recent past. We do have the Magician. It's the number 1. We're looking at a sense of self, okay? This is all about you. The Magician is essentially having all 4 aces. It's also known as the winning hand, right? Having everything you need in order to take the next step, in order to move forward, in order to feel confident, happy, healthy, successful, right? What we see here in the 10 of Cups. And ultimately, under the auspices of the Magician, there's a sense of self-empowerment, right? Like you are coming into December with a sense of self-empowerment. You may know yourself or someone else or a situation far better than you used to. And I think you're going to be asked to make a major decision around that, like I said. Here in the problem or challenge or situation is a lot of messages or communication. This is the challenge. So you could feel stymied here about communication. There could be a lack of communication. Yes, this could have to do with the career, job, or work front, but it doesn't necessarily have to. In particular, when it's right next to the Lovers, for example, I will suggest that this does have to do with a major relationship in your life. But the problem, question, or challenge here is any or a great deal of information sharing or communication. So here is the outcome or the prediction, right? Here is where you're asked to make a major life decision. We do have the Lovers card here, Venus ruled Lovers. Actually it's Gemini ruled. Gemini, Mercury, right? So Mercury right next to this rushing messages or communication card, and the Mercurial Gemini, right? The twins, not being able to communicate with someone that you used to have a close tie with, or someone that you thought was your equal or your peer. It could be a spouse, it could be a lover, that type of thing. But ultimately, this decision lies in your hands, okay, in terms of how you're communicating, what you're communicating. It's just occurred to me right now, looking at both the Magician right underneath it, and then, of course, this shadowy, I wouldn't say shady necessarily, but shadowy moon right beside it to, really try to stay clear of trickery or manipulation around communication at this time. If you would like to communicate with someone who is a Gemini, for example, or who you thought was close to you or your twin somehow, any Mercurial energy, right, mutable energy right above the Magician, and then right next to this Pisces, another mutable sign, the Pisces ruled moon. There is a great probability of manipulation regarding communication within a relationship here. I'm going to advise to choose to use your skills, talents, and abilities to better yourself and your own self-communication, your own understanding of something versus manipulating communication with a person who may not be ready, who for whatever reason is unable to communicate with you. You're going to have to settle that yourself within your own heart. I would avoid manipulation at all costs. This is your guidance action step or what is needed. We're looking at 12th house energy here. So we have the 9, the 1 and 8 together. Of course, that's ascension energy. But moon is ruled by Pisces in the tarot. We all know the moon is ruled by Cancer in astrology. But again, just deep water energy, however you look at it. Of course, Cancer rules the home, right? So the moon in astrology is ruled, it's issues with the home. Of course, the mother, nurturing, that type of thing. But in terms of the tarot, the moon is ruled by Pisces. Like I said, that's 12th house energy. That's self-undoing. That is sacrifice. That is drugs, addictions, delusions. That is the shadow self, shadow work. It is the hidden realm. It is the shadow side. It is what's beneath the mask, etc. So, as I said, I mean, I'm staying away from the word shady, but I do see a shadow here. So in terms of action steps or guidance, something that you could be doing here to try to manipulate a situation around communication won't work. It won't work. It's incomplete. It's in denial of the sun, right? The sun shines a light of truth. The moon hides things. It's a very emotional energy. There could not be a lot of logic involved in this attempt at communication. And here we have our, some deeply emotional water energy up here as well. So please, Taurus, avoid emotional manipulation in the month of December. It will not be worth it. It will be used against you, or it will just not work out the way you want it to. It just won't. It's too mutable. That's what I mean. If this is all about you, I would get to the root of a shadow self. If this is communication with another person, a loved one, for example, I wouldn't go ahead and mess with that because you may not know exactly what you're up against, and your expectations will not be met. All right, so let's look at the romance angels. This is for, of course, romantic relationships. If you don't have one or aren't interested in that, consider this deck to be about creativity and art. All right, here we go. So we have 2 jumping out for you. We have let go of control issues, and this could be the one. You've already met the romantic partner you seek. And then allow the situation to unfold unnaturally. Listen, 100% here. I would avoid manipulation at all costs. And even if you have to start with yourself, maybe stop lying to yourself. Stop deluding yourself, because you are only fooling yourself. Okay. So let go of control issues. Stop that. And then you've already met the romantic partner you seek. I think you have the answers. I think you feel pressured, or you feel like you're under the gun here, or that you have something to prove, or that you think doing something against someone else's wishes, or forcing or manipulating communication or conversation is going to make you happy. But if that's untrue, if this is about a creative venture, I would say stick to something that you've already begun here. It will work out very, very positively for you. All right, Wisdom of the Oracle. Let's get a couple more Oracle cards for you. Yeah, like I said, I feel like you might be trying to force something here, and it's just not going to be worth it. It is going to blow up in your face. Don't force anything this month, particularly if it has to do with the home, the heart, a self-undoing, a sense of sacrifice, or a happy heart. You know what, Taurus? Don't even force yourself. Like, forget about trying to force someone else. That literally it's designed to blow up in your face. Don't do that. But if it is about yourself, don't even manipulate yourself. Get to know what it is behind the scenes that's making you think and behave this way. So we have gathering, and then we have power. Literally together, gathering power. Power gathering, however you want to look at that, right? Power in the medicine card deck is something that can be a very interesting story. But there's two ways, and Star talks about this as well. There's power with and there's power over. Okay. Power with someone else or power with a design or an accomplishment is a co-creative energy. Power over someone else is manipulation energy. We're seeing this now for the third time here. Avoid power over others. You want to take control of yourself, and that's it. Let go of control issues. Stop messing with other people. This is gathering. I think you're going to have to gather the energy and the power and the strength to get through this. Your shadow self here. I think you might be missing the mark this month, Taurus. You might be looking at outside, externally to yourself for answers, or looking for problems or solutions externally to yourself when they rest within yourself. So you have some work to do. I am not at all shocked to see the study card here. You have work to do. So you're going to work on yourself. You're going to get things clear for yourself. Get your mind and heart and your soul and your shadow self clear so that you can sail into 2020 nice and free from what has held you back in the past. So I hope that you enjoyed your reading, Taurus. I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Take excellent care. Bye for now.